Hello, welcome. This is Samir. I'm back with one more Facebook Live or Facebook replay, and I'm continuing to teach how to build messenger bots. So this is one more session of training, and I will be exploring more tools on how you can build a messenger bot, and specifically today I'll continue to talk about how to connect the messenger bot that you've been working on, that you've been building, to your website. So in past few videos, that's what we have been focusing with. I'm Samir Ranpara. I'm with Chatbot Marketing Center. I build messenger bots. I build marketing messenger bots for businesses, and that's what I'm teaching here. So if you're joining me live, say hello, type 1 in the comment. I'm going to remove this overlay for a minute. If you're catching up on replay, type 2 in the comment, say hello, and we will jump right into the content. What I've been doing over the past few videos is I've been teaching you, I've been showing you how you can hook up the messenger bot that you have been building with your website. Meaning that if you have some visitors on your website and if you want to drive those people to the messenger bot, if you want to expose your visitors to messenger bot, you want to let them know that you have a messenger bot and you'd like them to try out, then you can use one of the methods that we have been covering in past few videos, and you can use one of those methods and you can hook up your messenger bot with your website. So I'm going to switch into the screen sharing mode. Just 1 second. And I'm going to start using this tool. We've been using this tool called ManyChat.com, and you need a Facebook business page. You can create a business page and you can hook up the ManyChat.com with your business page and start building the bot. So I on the left hand side here, if you've been using, this should be the familiar interface of ManyChat, and on the left hand side is the navigation. I'm using this growth tools section. That's what I've been covering over past several videos, because there are several different growth tools. Those are the mechanisms through which you can increase the subscriber base of your messenger bot. Messenger bot is very similar to newsletter or email list. Just like you have email subscribers or your email list, you can have messenger bot subscribers, and you can say it's your bot list. And your objective should be to increase the subscriber base so that you can reach out to more people, right? If you your ultimate objective is to market your business, to get more leads, to get more sales. But the way you do it is through educational marketing, and that's what your bot does. Your bot mainly teaches your visitors or your subscribers about the services and products that you offer, about the subject matter, and that's what the bot does mainly. And bot can only send messages, or bot can only interact with people who are subscribed to the bot. So one of the main goals of your bot is to get more subscribers, and that's what is achieved through these growth tools, because we hook up the bot to different avenues, different channels. Right now we have been focusing on website, but it can be a Facebook ad, it can be a link in a Facebook post, or it could be a comment on a Facebook post. So what we'll do is we will continue here, and I'm going to go to the top right corner, clicking on the blue button, new growth tool, and when I do that, it brings up this area where it lets me pick which type of growth tool I want to start building. So far we have covered the overlay widgets, we have covered embeddable widgets. Those are basically the buttons of different shapes and forms. They could be dynamic buttons or there could be static buttons, and those are the things that we covered so far. You place them on your website basically. They hook up with your website. Now then there is this whole category of other growth tools. Now we will explore some of the other growth tools are still website related or can be used with website, but like I was saying earlier, their website is not the only way to drive visitors to your messenger bot. There are other means of driving visitors to the messenger bot, and that's what we'll start covering here. But today the first growth tool that I want to show is something called landing page growth tool. So I just clicked on that. First of all, I'm going to name this tool landing page. Now this tool can be very handy if you are just starting out, if you're just beginning, if you have an idea, if you have a business idea, and if you don't even have a website, then this is the perfect tool, because you can build a landing page that will be hosted on ManyChat, and you can share that link to the people who might be interested in your whatever you are offering, the product or service. So if you don't have a website and if you want to kind of spread the news about your new service or new product, then this could be a very handy tool, because this will basically give you a landing page, give you a web page or a website in a way, without you actually having to find a hosting and building a site. Of course, there are limitations because you can only have limited number of features and things like that, but it could still be a good starting point for you where you don't have to wait to build a website. Because in business, it's all about speed. You have to execute fast. So sometimes, you should not be waiting for your website to be complete. You can find something that can kind of get you quickly going, and you can build a landing page here through ManyChat, and you can send that to people who you want to reach out, who might be interested in learning more about what you're offering. You do need a Facebook business page, which you can get at any time. It's very easy. I have covered it in one of the past videos. I will be covering it again, how to get a new Facebook business page real quick. And that's all you need. You need a Facebook business page, and you need this landing page, the ManyChat.com service, and you can use the landing page to have a kind of a mini page going for you. So I named the growth tool, and like all other growth tools, it has 4 steps. There is the initial state. That means how does the growth tool look like in the beginning for the people or the visitors who are visiting or landing on the growth tool or your website for the first time. How does it look like? So right here on the right hand side of the screen is the preview of the tool itself. So this is what the page will look like, and there are some modifications you can do. So there are 2 page templates that you can use. You can use text and media, that's what I have here, or you can use the media background. So it's by itself is not very clear what it is, but let me I'll continue to go through the rest, and then I'll show you what's the difference between those 2. As you can see, there are 3 components to this landing page. It has the headline, it has the description, and then it has the button itself. For most of the growth tools, you either need a button or a link, right? So that when either people have to click the button and they'll take them to the messenger, or people click on the link and they'll be taken to the messenger. So one more time, we have a button, but then we have a headline or title and the description. And again, you can enable or disable description. We have to give people a reason to click on the button, and that's what you achieve through the headline and the description. So I encourage you to use description, but sometimes it may make sense to just disable the description and just have a headline. There are two types of buttons. There's a fixed title button that is sent to messenger button. That's what you see currently. And the other one is the button with the checkbox, which is a flexible title button. You can change the title of the button, which can be useful because you can have a message that's inviting to the visitors to click the button. But if you choose the checkbox type of button, then it becomes a two-step process, because unless people click on the checkbox, the button is not active. So you need to instruct them that they need to first check off the checkbox, and then the button will become active. So it can be a source of confusion, and you might lose potential visitors or prospects from interacting with your bot because of that. The flip side or the upside of that is that you can have a flexible button title which can be more inviting. So that's the trade-off. In the beginning, I recommend using the send to messenger button. It's straightforward. You don't have to necessarily clarify further about the checkbox and things. You can have either blue or white background, and then you have a few button sizes that you can use. I recommend using the largest button size because you want your button to be conspicuous, visible, easy to identify, and easy to click. That's why I recommend the large size. Now you can also add media at the top. Remember, this is a complete landing page. This is going to be the complete page. This is kind of your website in a way. So you also have the ability to put an image or video. So given that you have the ability to put a video, you can that's very powerful, because you can record the video that communicates exactly the message that you want to kind of send. You do have headline and description, but you can also add video along with that, which can be very helpful, which can make it easier, which can be more effective in kind of communicating with your prospects or visitors. So you can either, you can select the video, and then if you want to use video, you are limited to YouTube or Vimeo. So if you have a local video, you can upload to YouTube, and then you can put the link here. If you are worried about, well, the thing is this, you can either upload to YouTube or Vimeo. You can always have a free account on YouTube. You can upload your local video and then place the link here. If you're worried about making something public on YouTube, you can make it unlisted on YouTube. Maybe in some other episode I'll cover that. There is a way to use YouTube as a kind of what do you call, like an extra copy or a kind of saving device. It's like backup. That's the word that I was looking for. You can use YouTube as a backup for your video collection. You can upload them as unlisted, so they don't appear in search or any other means. People have to have the link in order to view the video. Now it's possible that people can accidentally stumble upon the link, but I think the chances are pretty rare. If you're more worried about who watches your video besides the people you want to watch, you can use Vimeo. Vimeo has more security controls. It has a better mechanism in terms of who you allow to watch and things like that. But the Vimeo free account has limitations. So I just want to kind of speak a little to all of that. The main reason is I want to train you in a way where I don't leave out any parts, right? So I'm talking about WordPress a bit, because if you are the business owner, if you want to do this yourself, then you will have to know about your website. I mean, of course, you can always have a web guy, and then you can, like, communicate with your web guy and then instruct the web guy, or you don't even have to instruct the web guy, understands most of the things. But I want to kind of cover the essential parts. I'm not necessarily going to talk about the details of like the YouTube and the Vimeo, but I want to mention some of the things that you can do. Now, of course, you can change where the video appears, right? You can have it above the headline, below the headline, or the left side of the content or the right side of the content. I don't have anything available right now. I mean, I did not have any video that I've planned, but I can do that in the next episode to kind of show you exactly how it looks. So so the page template, right? Like we said, text and media, or just the media background. So let's do that when we publish. That's when I'll try that, because I think that's when it will be more visible. So I'm going to switch to image. Maybe I can, let me upload an image and download. Okay, I'm trying to look for an image. That's not an image. I used to have one image. I guess I moved that. Let me see if I can. Otherwise, I'll just move on. Yeah, there you go. So just a sample image to kind of show you how it looks like. All right. So okay. So I think that the image makes it clear the difference between text and media. Okay. So here is the thing. I thought it would look differently, but I was wrong. Okay. So I'm glad that I uploaded the image here. So when you use the image, of course, you can, right now I'm choosing the image placement to be above headline. I can have it below headline, which is above description. I can have it below description. I can have the content left side to the content, or to the right side of the content, right? So all those are possible. You might want to test different variations to see like which one gives you more clicks on your button, right? The aim of the image is to help visitors click the button, right? That is the aim. The aim of the image is to have visitors continue reading the headline and the description. So that's what you have to remember. Like each and every element on this page has a purpose, a specific purpose that they are serving. So through image, you want to convey a message that will incentivize the visitors to continue reading below and continue reading the headline, basically. So with that in mind, you can test different things and see which one gives you more clicks. So that was with the template text and media. Now, if I switch to media background, then what it does is it makes the image the background, right? So this image is obviously, as you can see, is not meant to be the background because now it's hiding the text and hiding the description, and the button is blending with the background and all of that. But you have the ability to select the appropriate image and make that the background, right? So that's the idea with the media background option. So now I have done all of that. Hopefully it's clear all the different parameters that you can tweak to make your landing page to make the initial state of landing page appear the way you want it to appear. Okay, so I am going to save this and I'm going to continue to to the submitted step. Okay. Apparently I always have to click that twice. Now the submitted state is how the landing page looks like after the visitor has clicked that blue button, send to messenger, or if it was a checkbox button, how it looks like. The goal of the submitted state, there are two purposes that the submitted state has to serve. It has to thank the user, the visitor, for taking action, for clicking that button, and it has to remind user that where do they go next, what's the progression, right? They need to go to messenger, so that's what the thank you page has to remind. So by default, that's what the default setting kind of tries to take care of that. The default headline thanks them, the default button reminds them to go to messenger, and it's all again configurable. You can either keep people on the page itself, or you can redirect them to a different URL. Now I'm not sure like when you would use redirect to different URL when you're using landing page as a growth tool, because most likely you do not have a website and you want to use that. That's the primary purpose of using the landing page. That doesn't mean that's the only purpose that you should be using landing page for. You might use it sometimes even if you have a website, because you just want to have a mock-up or something quick. There can be several other reasons. You still have the ability to send people to a different URL in the submitted state. Means you can still, once people click on the button, you can still send them to a different URL and not keep them on the page itself. Now this is obvious. You can control the description, you can change the colors of different elements. You can also have a video on thank you page. Sometimes it'll make sense to have a video message on the thank you page, just conveying the same thing, like helping you achieve the goals of thanking the user, and then telling them explicitly, clearly what are the next steps, what they can expect along the journey. Remember, the visitor is on a journey. They have expressed interest, they have taken some action, they are on a journey, they are expecting something. So you can craft the video message that reinforces that thanks them, reinforces the message that is relevant for their journey, right? So you can have video, image, or same as initial. I have no idea why when you would use that. Maybe you want to keep, I see you want to keep it looking the same as earlier. Like in the initial state, you had the top image, then the headline, the description, and the button. If you want to keep the same format, you can choose to do that. And of course, when you are using image, you can place it. You have different options of placing them in different parts of the page. So I think it's clear, self-explanatory. I'm going to the third step, which is opt-in actions. This is the initial message. When they click on the blue button, they are taken to the messenger. If messenger is open, it'll fire. The messenger app will open up, will become active. And once they go there, they'll see the get started button. If they are going there for the first time, if you're landing on the messenger for the first time, they'll see the get started button at the bottom of the messenger. And once they click on that get started button, they're already subscribed, and then they see the opt-in message. That's the first message they see after they click the get started button. So you can change that message here, right? We have seen you can click on edit and you can edit this message, or you can use one of the existing messages you might have created earlier by using this replace button. So it's again very obvious, straightforward. What I did was I just saved the growth tool. On the top right corner there is the save button. It'll be, if it's not saved, if your growth tool changes are not saved, the button will highlight itself in green color, and you want to make sure that you save it before you move to the next tab here. So I did that. Then I'm going to setup. So the setup is very straightforward here. There is no website, right? So this is, you are not installing anything, no JavaScript or no HTML on website. The setup is just the address of the landing page. This is the website in itself. So setup gives you the address of the landing page, and one ability that you have is to install the Facebook Pixel on this standalone landing page. Now, as we continue to dive deeper into the different aspects of building a messenger bot and probably hooking it up with Facebook advertisements beyond the website and the comments and posts and links and things like that, you will see that, you know, we'll talk about tracking. We'll talk about, you know, analytics, you know, because we want to build all these tools, but we want to measure the interaction. We want to measure how many people visit these different pages. If there are website pages that we use, we want to track how many people are clicking on the button and things like that. So Facebook Pixel is a way for us to track that, primarily to analyze what's happening, to track the performance of the page. You know, like I said earlier, you know, how many people are visiting, what kind of action people are taking. So we can track that anonymously for people, as well as you will need Facebook Pixel if you are especially running advertising campaigns and sending people from Facebook ads to the messenger bot or to the landing page, eventually wanting them to start interacting with the messenger bot. Then you will need to have that Facebook Pixel installed on your website. Or if you're using the landing page growth tool, then you'll need to have, it'll be very helpful. I mean, you can do it without Pixel, but then you'll be limited to what you can achieve, because it'll limit your ability to measure and analyze the results. So to make the long story short, because this is a kind of website in itself, ManyChat gives you this ability to install the Facebook Pixel here. So you can, if you have already Facebook Pixel in your business manager account or your ad account in Facebook, it's easy to look up the Pixel ID and you can put the Pixel ID here. So there you go, there it is. So I'm going to click on this landing page URL, and that's my landing page. That's how the page looks like. There you go. So this is kind of a website in itself, a landing page in itself, without you having to host, without you needing any software like WordPress or Squarespace or anything else. You have a kind of a bare bone limited functionality landing page. Although it has all the things you might need. You know, you can have a video here. You can have a headline here. If you want to showcase testimonials and things like that, you can do that in video, or you can, you know, have a video that kind of conveys the message that you want to convey to your prospects and visitors. So there you go. That's the landing page growth tool in a nutshell. And hopefully it makes sense. I showed you how to build one. It's very easy, straightforward. It's not about the tools, right? The building tools is easier. I'm showing you the steps. Of course, it might need some technical knowledge sometimes, and I'm trying to help you with that knowledge. If you don't have that knowledge, it's very straightforward. But the important thing I want to reinforce is it's not about just putting up a page, right? It's like, what's the goal of the page, and is the page serving the goal, right? The goal of this page would be to have more visit. First of all, have people visit the page, and then you want more people to click the send it to messenger button, so that, you know, they can start interacting with your messenger bot. So that's the goal. So you should keep that in mind and design the elements of this page, like the video or the image, the headline, the description, and everything else in a way. You should craft that in a way that it fulfills the purpose or the objective of the page itself. So hopefully that is helpful or clear. If it's not, ask me questions in the comment. If you're catching me up on a replay, type 2 in the comments, say hello, ask me questions, give me feedback. More importantly, please share these videos with other people who you think might benefit. That is all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with one more Facebook live episode, one more session, and I'll continue to talk about the remaining growth tools. We still have few left, so we'll continue to go through that. Okay, so thank you so much, and you have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.